What is up people, how's it going? Back again with another video, and in this video we are going to learn how to use MD navigation drawer with MD navigation layout, okay? And we will also learn how to switch between screens in the screen manager using the common toolbar, okay? So guys, let's get started, okay? So first of all, I'm going to import the base app. So I'm going to import the MD app. So from KivyMD dot app import MD app. After that, I want to load the builder module. So from kivy dot lang import builder, okay? After that, I want to load the screen manager. So from kivy.uix.screen manager import screen manager. Maybe I did a spelling mistake. Screen manager. Okay guys, after that I want to load the box layout, okay? So from kivy.uix box layout import box layout, okay? After that I want to create a class. Let's call it as demo, and this class is going to inherit from the screen manager class, okay? Now I want to pass this class. After that I want to create a main class, and this class is going to inherit from the base app, that means this MD app class. So I need to pass this MD app class. After that I want to add the build function in this main class, okay? So this function is going to build all kinds of widgets and functions, okay? So let me pass the self argument. After that I want to load the layout.kv file. One thing to mention, I already created a demo.py file and a kv file called layout.kv. So you need to create two files. One is a Python file and one is a kv file, okay? So here I want to load this as layout.kv, okay? After that let me return my demo class, okay? Sorry guys, let me remove the 0. And last but not least, I am to run my main class using this run method, okay? Now in my layout.kv file, here I am to load this demo class in a angular bracket or something like that. Now let me set a ID before. Now I want to load the MDToolbar widget, okay? I want to set the pause hint, okay? And the pause hint will be, let's say, at the top, okay? Let me set the title, and the title will be MD or navigation drawer or navigation drawer. After that let me set some elevation, let's say 8, and then I want to add a menu button, okay? So for that I want to call the left action item attribute, okay? Left action item, and it will be in a list, or let me call the icon. After that I want to add a lambda function, okay? This function is going to open, this function is going to handle the navigation drawer, okay? So for that let me pass a colon, and here I want to pass an instance or a widget's id called navdrawer, and this navdrawer will refer to our navigation drawer widget. Okay, so navvar dot set state open. Okay, now here I want to load our MD navigation drawer. As I mentioned earlier, this nav drawer will represent this MD navigation drawer widget, so I need to pass an ID called nav drawer. So let me check if my code is working or not. There is an error, so here I did a spelling mistake. It will be Kivy. Okay, now let me save this and rerun my program. I did a mistake because the screen manager supports only screens. Okay, now I need to indent this, and let me rerun this Python file. But I don't get a button. Okay, so let me close this. Okay, here I did a spelling mistake and it will be items, not item. Okay, now let me recheck. Sorry guys, my bad, I'm doing lots of mistake today. Okay, here we got a button. Let me check. Here we got a navigation drawer, so I want to add widgets in this navigation drawer. Okay, so let me add a class, and this class will be a widget. Okay, so let me call this class as content navigation drawer, or whatever you want, or you can use only content. I am whatever you want. I just named it as content. Okay, so here I want to pass the box layout because it is going to inherit from the box layout. Now I'm going to pass this class. After that I want to load this content class. Okay, in this kv file, and here I want to add widgets for navigation drawer. So let me pass the scroll view class or widget, and in this scroll view widget I want to pass MD list. Okay, so I want to add widgets in a list format. So here I am going to pass one line list item. You can use whatever you want. You can use one line avatar icon list item, two line avatar icon list item, or maybe three line, or you can use buttons, images, whatever you want. I'm using the list items. Okay, so let me set a text. The text will be screen 1 or go to screen 1. That means, as I mentioned earlier, how to switch screens in the screen manager using a common toolbar. Okay, so I added a text called go to screen 1. That means it will redirect you to the screen 1, and I want to create another list item, and it will be screen 2. Right now I'm not adding any kind of functions because I want to add it later. Okay, now let me show you if this now let me show you the code is actually working or not. Okay, oh sorry guys, my bad. Before running this file I need to pass this content class into my MD navigation drawer widget or class. Now let me rerun this. If I press this, here we got two list. I hope you got the idea how to use MD navigation drawer using Python's Kivy and KivyMD. Okay, now as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to show you how to switch between screens using the common toolbar. Okay, and I will I need this navigation drawer. So now I want to pass or I want to create a navigation layout widget. So for that I'm going to pass MD navigation layout, and here I want to add screen managers because I want to use screens. Okay, so let me pass the screen manager. After that I want to set a ID called screen manager. Okay, screen manager. Okay, now here I want to add screens. Okay, let's say let me name this screen as screen 1, and let me add some widget. I'm adding a widget called label. That means I want to add a text. Okay, MD label, and let me set the text as screen 1, or this is screen 1. This is screen 1. After that I want to align this label to the center. Okay, and now I want to add another screen called screen 2. So I'm copying this and here I want to paste it. Okay, let me rename this as screen 2, and here it will be this is screen 2. Okay, now our screen is ready. Okay, now I want to use this screen manager. That means I need to use this screen manager ID. Here I want to use this screen manager with my list. Okay, whenever the user is going to press a list, that means whenever a user is going to press this button or this list, he or she may be redirect to the screen 1. So for that I need to bind the I need to call the onRelease method or onRelease attribute. Okay, onRelease root dot navdrawer dot set state close. That means whenever the user is going to press this button, the navigation drawer should be closed and he or she may be redirect to the screen 1. Okay, and then I want to call this screen manager. Okay, this screen manager dot current. Okay, that means it is going to redirect me to this screen. Okay, now I'm going to copy this piece of code and paste it here. Okay, and let me change it to the screen too. Okay, now if I run this program, maybe I'll get an error. Okay, so I need to explain it to you. So for that, I need to show you what is the error actually is. If I click this button here, I got an error called content. That means this class has no attribute called navDrawer, because I inherit this class from box layout. So I need to pass two object, because I used two object in this content class. Okay, one is navDrawer that refers this navigation drawer, and other one is screen manager that refers this screen manager. Okay, but box layout doesn't have this attribute. One is navDrawer and one is screen manager. So I need to import the object property. Okay, so from kivy.properties import object property, and here I want to create two object. Let's say one is screen manager, and it will be object property. You can use whatever you want. That means you can use only manager. Okay, or for navigation drawer you can use navDrawer, whatever you want. Okay, and it will be a object property. Okay, but I need to call these variables in this content widget. Here I need to pass this manager as this is screen manager. That means manager will be this, and navDrawer will be this. Okay, so I created two object. Okay, for this content class. The first object, that means the manager, is this object. That means this is screen manager object, and the navigation drawer and the navDrawer is, let's say, this object. Okay, and I called those object in my list items. Okay, whenever a user is going to press these buttons, these objects will be called. Okay, so I want to save this file and run my program, and let me show you if my program is working or not. Okay, okay, here we got the first screen, and if I press for this menu button, and after that if I press for this go to screen 2, I got an error. Object has no attribute screen manager. Sorry guys, I made a mistake. Whenever I am pressing go to screen 2, that means it is going to load the object from this content class. So I am loading this manager, that means this. So I need to pass the manager. Okay, now if I press this run button, and if I press for go to screen 2, here I redirected to the screen 2. Okay, and if I press for go to screen 1, here I redirected to the screen 1. Okay, so let me recap. I create two objects, one is manager and one is nav drawer, and I am loading these object in my content class which contains this list item. So whenever a user is going to click this list or first list, that means go to screen 1, this screen 1 is going to load this manager object which refers this screen manager. That means this screen manager, and this screen manager ID refers this screen manager widget. I hope you got the idea how to use MD navigation drawer and how to switch between screens using a common toolbar. Okay, so guys, that's for today's video. I hope you got the idea. Keep watching, and if you face any kind of problem, let me know in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.